Hi everyone, and welcome to the Rapid Growth Weekly Vibes from the 2nd to the 8th of November. So this vibe that's coming in this week is a very smooth sailing, diplomatic type of vibe. This is a really great time to tap into that gracefulness within you, to tap into that diplomatic characteristics that you do have, and to also allow that to flow over into all relationships that you have, because it will be a very healing experience, not just for you, but for everyone else as well. Because this month it's going to be an intense month. There's going to be a lot of things going on in the media. There's going to be a lot of uproar about, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of fear being used and fear induced to try to get people to listen, and the manipulation that's going to be going on, which you of course will clearly very much see, and just laugh it off, just shake it off. But I think what this vibe is trying to tell us, the best way to kind of combat all this craziness, all this drama, is to counterbalance that by behaving the opposite, which is being just diplomatic. And your relationships will thrive because of it, not just intimate relationships, but your friendships, your business type of relationships, and even also within communities and international relationships, wherever you have them established. So keep it cool-headed, keep it calm, keep it balanced, because that ultimately is the best way to counterbalance what it is that we don't like. Look at what's going on. If it's negative, if it's heavy, let's focus a little bit more on the opposite of that, because the opposite frequency helps to balance out the intensity of the aspects of what's going on around us that we don't like. Now, also, this is a very good time to discover what kind of artistic skills it is that you have and how you can develop them. We've had a few vibes coming in throughout this year, in and out, that's very artsy, that's really supporting any kind of artistic move that you have, whether you're a painter, singer, songwriter, author, anything to do with the arts, right? But a lot of people tell me, yeah, but I'm not that good with art, I'm not this. I'm like, perfection has nothing to do with art. Art has everything to do with expression. And that is exactly what this vibe is inviting you to do. It's inviting you to express this artisticness in you. Have fun with it. Really allow yourself to have fun with it. Let go of all judgment associated with it. Let go of what the other person is doing with their projects. Focus on yours and have fun with yours, because you're stopping yourself dead in your tracks because of fear of judgment. Enough of that already, right? So we've moved on from that. So let's just have fun with it, and you're going to be surprised that when you start to get into that creative flow, I don't know if you've noticed how it's almost like what I would call an inner bliss type of feeling. I feel in the flow with everyone and everything. It's almost like my resistance just dissolves, my frustration just dissolves, and I feel like I'm just on this autopilot, wonderful journey where I'm just gracefully connecting with people, with myself, with what I'm doing. And also, the part that I love about it so much, I don't know, it's so hard to explain. I feel fully present. I feel fully present, where there's just no negativity coming up. And it's a really wonderful, peaceful, and grounded place to be in. So I invite you to open up these doors for yourself to also experience that. Because it's not about who did best, who did it better, who really sucked at it. It's not about that. Creativity is designed and made for you to tap into, to open up doors of even higher levels of consciousness that already exists within you. But it helps you to express that in the human form. See it as a beautiful spiritual channeling that's coming through you. So every time you hear the word becoming artistic, or creative even, look at that and see that as spiritual channeling. Because that basically is exactly what it is. Even if it's just reconnecting to your higher self, or to your sense of deeper inner authentic self. It's a really beautiful experience. So this vibe is asking you, it's telling you, let's reconnect back to that. Now, also, another interesting part about this vibe for this week is you might find some friendships, some dynamics unexpectedly coming to a sudden end. You know, it's like friendships could just die down, or you'll actually become aware. You'll be like, I haven't really heard from this person for a while now. I wonder what happened to them. And if you message them, you might not even hear from them ever again. This is where dynamics are now closing. This month is going to bring a lot of things to a close, to be honest. It's going to bring a lot of things to a halt, a lot of patterns that's been ongoing collectively and also individually for you is going to come to an abrupt end. So don't be too surprised, don't be too shocked if you do see some people, you know, leaving, or a relationship suddenly ends and you're like, oh my God, what about all these plans that we just had? What about this future that I just created? What about all of this? This is a healthy destruction. This is something that needs to happen. Whatever it is that you feel you've lost, know that it was going to happen either way. It was just a matter of time. And now's the time for that. But be mindful also that this week, while all of this is happening, there is a very emotionally intense, conflict-prone type of vibe also flying in and out. So don't try to fight for something that needs to leave. Don't get aggressive about it. Be careful that you don't project the attachment maybe that you had to a person or something that just needs to go. Keep calm, process your feelings, and the best thing to do this week, if you're feeling oversensitive, if you're feeling a little bit hyped emotionally, just stay away from crowded places. Just stay away from malls, stay away from, you know, just where there's a lot of congestion of people and energies just all over the place. Create your place of calmness. Go to parks, go for hikes, or go for walks where you know it's going to be quiet, of course safe, but also just quiet. Okay, create the atmosphere externally that you want to feel internally. That's very, very important. And you're going to feel a very deep need to possibly just gravitate to calmness. You just need to find your footing, especially if something, you know, came and it really hit you quite hard and very much off guard. Allow yourself to have that time to just find your sense of balance again. That's very, very important as well. Also, you know, you might find that there's a lot of rejection of ideas going on around you. There's a lot of proposals that has been hanging in the air that you might have been very hopeful for, and it just collapses because of external influences. You know, a lot of worries of people, you know, being projected maybe onto you or around you, lack of cooperation. If you're seeing and you're sensing this, and even if you kind of feel like you're stuck in the middle of that, breathe through that, because these are now actions and reactions for people that you just can't control. It is not within your control, and I'm very much sure that you'll know exactly what I mean. So if it's not in your control, then you really have to let go of the panic. Let go of the panic. Let these people have their moments. Let them have their meltdowns. Let them figure out their own rigidity. It is not your responsibility, and it is not your job to fix it for them. They have to fix it for themselves. Now, also hear that in the last part of the week, you might feel that the vibes coming in is just not cooperating. You feel like you're kind of hitting and pushing against the wall. Be okay with that. Be absolutely okay with that, and focus on what can I do during this phase, because that's exactly what it is, guys. It's just a phase. So don't get too stuck in it. Don't feel like, oh my God, I'm destined for this. Here we go again. That's not what it's about. It's a very short phase. And luckily, that's exactly what it is. All right. So stay tuned for next week. And until next time, be the light that you are.
Hi guys, thank you for joining me, and remember to grab your copy of Metaphysical Anatomy on Amazon, 679 medical ailments. And I also wrote about the psychosomatic root causes of that, and I'm spoiling you because I even added key points for you to start looking at important questions that you can ask yourself to start improving your quality of life. And also remember to catch me on Instagram, Evette Rose, 1 with the digit 1, and Metaphysical Anatomy on our Facebook fan page. Bye guys!